Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name is Don. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. Sorry, I'm just trying to turn this volume down on this mic. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's episode. I have quite a lot of news to get through, as ever, as we have a lot to catch up with. I haven't spoke to you in a few days, so let's crack on with today's video. Let me talk you through the prices. Because, well, there's some movement in the crypto market, as we've all seen and experienced the past 24 hours. Let me just talk you through it and, hopefully help you out and understand what's going on. So, like I said, first things first, let's jump into the prices. But before we do that, of course, you can join our Discord membership, which I highly suggest that you do. I say it quite a lot, but there's reasons behind it. We are literally here to take all of the pressure off of you, the investor. And yeah, I highly suggest that you go click the link in today's description, read more about what we can do for you, and yeah, of course, get involved with that. But anyway, let's look at prices because they are interesting to say the least. So we currently have Bitcoin sitting at 40,882, Ethereum at 2,129, BNB $234, XRP 58 cents, Solana $68, Cardano at 55 cents, Avalanche at $37, and then Dogecoin at 0.08. So the market has been feeling the effects today on this fine Monday. Well, actually it's Monday afternoon now, I've just realised the time, but Monday morning has seen a pullback in the market across the board, not just in Bitcoin, but across the market. The market cap is down slightly. It's down about 3%, which is quite a large amount. It's down at 1.54 trillion. It was up about 1.7 recently over the past few days. And Bitcoin's down 3% on the week. Ethereum's 5% on the week. And most things are sitting about the 4 or 5% down on the week. But look, that's fine. That's all I've got to say. It's fine. Everyone relax, calm down. It's almost Christmas. Just relax, enjoy the journey. Make sure that you've got some Christmas joy to look forward to. Hopefully that the fact that Bitcoin and the prices come up, that's what I'm kind of praying for Christmas. But yeah, look, it's a pullback. But for all those people who complain that the prices are too high, you want to buy more, cool. Put your money where your mouth is. Go buy some more crypto if it is time. Now, moving on to today's first bit of news then. So the spot Bitcoin ETF will be a bloodbath for crypto exchanges, apparently, says an analyst. Now, several industry observers predicted that the spot Bitcoin ETF could start trading in early 2024. In that event, when paired with Bitcoin's upcoming block reward halving, Blockstream CEO Adam Back believes it could propel Bitcoin to $100,000. Funny that, everyone picks that same number time and time again. Now, Bitcoin's proponents such as Jan 3 CEO Samson Moe have said that an approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF in the US could even drive... Before I even read this, it's hard not to laugh. It could even drive Bitcoin as high as $1 million in the days to weeks following. So, yeah, do you know what? Let me continue this news article first, and then I'll give you a bit of a kind of word of advice. But the forecast isn't that optimistic for centralized cryptocurrency exchanges, according to the ETF store president Nate Garakai. They've done a lot of name dropping in this article. That's 3 names they've already dropped. He's also part of, another guy that's part of it is from Bloomberg, and his name is Eric Balkunis. So there's 4 names that have been dropped in this article. Cointelegraph are just rubbish. But anyway, once approved, a potential spot Bitcoin ETF in the US would be a bloodbath for cryptocurrency exchange. This person, Jerikai, had wrote on X. Now, according to him, retail spot Bitcoin ETF buyers and sellers will benefit from underlying institutional trade, execution, and commissions. Now, on the other hand, retail users of cryptocurrency exchanges will get retail trade, execution, and commissions. He also noted that stressing those will need to improve to compete with a spot Bitcoin ETF. I don't know how I feel about this, if I actually believe it or not, or if I care enough about the finer details here, because Bitcoin is that liquid that it doesn't really matter too much in terms of how the exchanges react, because they will always be buying and selling of Bitcoin on an exchange somewhere in the world. So it will be relatively okay or easy enough for buyers and sellers to get their own Bitcoin. But the Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric emphasised that a spot Bitcoin ETF will cost 0.01% to trade, which is the average fee for ETF trading. Now, in contrast, trading costs on exchanges like Coinbase will reach 0.6%, depending on the crypto actual currency itself, the transaction size, and the trading pairs. Now, once approved, a spot Bitcoin ETF will create more price competition in the crypto industry, buying money back to investors from exchanges that spend massive amounts of cash to advertise their services like the Super Bowl, he believes. Now, essentially what this article is trying to get at, right, I'll break it down in a bit more of a simpler form, but what the article is trying to get at, apart from name dropping about 5 different people, they are trying to, I think, spread a little bit of fear, as always. But what they're saying is the exchange fees will be so much cheaper if they go through ETFs than if you go through Coinbase, for example. So that means that everyone will be buying from an ETF provider like BlackRock or whatever, and they won't be buying from an exchange like Coinbase, Binance, whatever. I don't believe that to be true whatsoever. The point of an ETF is for the big institutional guys or the big time investors who don't want to exchange on a regular crypto exchange because it's too risky, they don't know how to work it, whatever it is. So they will never ever use a crypto exchange. They will always use an ETF provider. Same goes for me, for example. If I was a crypto investor at the time, I would not be going down the ETF route because I want to own the physical Bitcoin. So I will go direct to Swissborg, actually, is where I would go to buy my Bitcoin. So I get what this article is trying to do, but at the same time, it's a bit of a waste of an article, to be honest, which is expected from Cointelegraph. They just wanted to name drop a few guys, I think. But anyway, that's the point of that article. Just hopefully that made a bit more sense. And I had to break it down in a kind of easier to understand format because Cointelegraph don't really like doing that. They like to just be paid per article. This person, Helen, that's written this article is obviously getting paid per article, and she's just been like keyboard smashing and just typing people's names to tick the box. Now, moving on to another article then about Bitcoin. So apparently then from the VanEck CEO, Bitcoin won't be beaten as a digital store of value. Yeah, I probably can get on board with that. Now, the CEO of the investment management firm VanEck says he can't see a world where Bitcoin is overtaken as the leading store of value on the internet. Now, I think it's impossible for me to imagine some other internet store of value that will leapfrog Bitcoin. And yeah, I would say I kind of agree with that. Now, there's 50 million users of Bitcoin, so it gets network effects. The CEO, which the company he is the CEO of, has $76.4 billion in assets under management. Also crushed accusations that Bitcoin is in a bubble, explaining that no asset has ever been in a bubble that continues to outperform itself every market cycle. Look, let's not speak too soon, but yeah, fair enough. Now, Bitcoin is the obvious asset that it is growing up in front of our eyes. Again, we managed, I guess it just depends on when you've get involved in crypto, or especially Bitcoin, but you were able to, if you were paying attention back in 2009, 2010, literally watch it from the ground up and watch it build and build and build over the past nearly 14 years. And there's not many other assets out there that you can do that with, or if you were around, have been able to do that with. Meanwhile, VanEck expects Bitcoin to see all-time highs in the next 12 months. So here is the guy here on a CNBC show. This has been posted on Twitter. It says, the VanEck CEO expects Bitcoin's all-time high in the next 12 months. It's an asset that's growing up in front of our eyes. Also, some good notes on the spot Bitcoin ETF effort and macro cycle. So go watch this video if you care to understand a bit more from the VanEck guys. And this is the thing, when you see things on CNBC and on the news and whatnot, yes, it's positive, but a lot of it is from these big tech guys, the big institutional guys, so it doesn't really help all that much for retail investors. But yeah, go have a peek if you are interested. Now, the VanEck CEO said he and his late father, who founded the firm back in 1955, have store of value investing in their DNA. and that he sees Bitcoin becoming an accompaniment, is that how you pronounce that word, to gold. That is an interesting point, because obviously Bitcoin does get compared to gold, but it's like the digital store of value, so digital gold. Big investors, long-term investors look and have looked at gold as a kind of safe haven and a place to lock money for the long term, where it's safe, it will gradually go up in value, it shouldn't ever really come down too much, you won't really lose your money overall, and that's what Bitcoin gets compared to. The other comparisons are the finite kind of amount, so people say that there's X amount of gold in the world, but I don't really know if I believe that or not. It's not capped. They may find more gold, deeper into the Earth's core, whatever it is. There's many like conspiracy or many theories on that. But Bitcoin's slightly different because 21 million ever. There's about 5 million that have been lost forever. But in terms of being released into the public, into society, there will only ever be 21 million. So that's why it's different. It's seen to be a store of value for that pure reason. Supply and demand, you can't get them, so the supply goes down each 4 years, or at least supply on exchanges goes down pretty much every day. But the demand will grow and grow and grow as this technology begins to take over, even more so than it has already. So yeah, I can understand where the VanEck kind of CEO and his team are coming from, because it's something that I strongly believe in as well, and hopefully you do too. In fact, on that point, drop me some comments. If you're watching this live, I don't get to go through your comments, but I will go back after the video, and if you leave some comments, I will get back to you. But what's your opinion on that? If you're an investor, do you invest in gold? Do you invest in Bitcoin for your kind of safe haven? What do you do with your investment? Or are you kind of switched on enough, I suppose, to be in the not Web3, but the golden thematic on Swissborg, because that covers you for gold, but also covers you with Bitcoin. Anyway, catch my drift. Let me know in the comments below if you believe in gold, if you believe in Bitcoin as a store of value. So, moving on to some Ripple news then. So, Ripple issues white paper on CBDCs and reiterates belief in their potential. Now, this is interesting because we all know that Ripple is backing the CBDCs that are coming inevitably to society, which not everyone is a fan of. But the recent 23-page document was released by blockchain-based digital payments company Ripple, obviously, a few days ago. Now, they explained the basics of a CBDC, their attractiveness, their risks, their barriers to the widespread adoption. Now, the white paper, which I'm not going to cover in detail today, by the way, but the white paper claims CBDCs help expand financial inclusion, streamline cross-border payments, and reinforce monetary policy control. Now, it also states that CBDCs are needed to support the most significant positive impacts of asset tokenization, an increasingly targeted mechanism for transforming tangible assets into digital tokens stored on the blockchain. That does sound quite important, but yeah, you need to remember all the bad things that come with CBDCs as well, which I won't go into today's video, but yeah, go have a little read on that. But among the barriers to adoption, Ripple highlight the absence of a uniform global regulatory framework for CBDCs. Other factors include a lack of end-user adoption, little to no consumer education, which I believe is meant. I think there's a reason behind that. There's a lack of education. There's also fears about privacy and security protections, digital identity verification, lack of interoperability among CBDCs and offline access to transactions. However, the authors of the white paper believe these issues aren't unsolvable. And yeah, I do, as much as I don't love CBDCs, I just accept it. They are a new technology, so they will take a lot of getting used to, a lot of things to iron out, and it's a new form of digital money, so it's not going to just kind of work overnight. So there is going to be a lot of kind of backwards and forwards to get it working, which, like I said, is a good thing to an extent, but the control that also comes with it isn't all so much that good. But anyway, now the company cites its roles in developing CBDCs around the globe. Ripple is actively engaged in CBDC collaborations in Bhutan, Palau, Montenegro, Colombia and Hong Kong, working in partnership with more than 20 global central banks on CBDC initiatives. So that's a key thing there. Ripple, first of all, are at the front running for CBDCs. They are talking with banks because they already have that relationship with hundreds of banks. So it's another reason why I like the company Ripple, not just the token XRP, but the company Ripple is they are a big company who are actually trying to do positive kind of things in the crypto space, whether you like CBDCs or not. So yeah, it's good to see positive momentum going kind of forward. Obviously that's what momentum means, but it's good to see this from Ripple as a kind of fan or a believer in the company. But also it scares me a little bit because CBDCs are, well, just scary in general. So that's that news. Moving on to a bit about the price of the US dollar. Now, Dec mentioned this. So anyone that watched the live stream on the channel last night, Dec spoke a little bit about the DXY, the performance of the DXY, i.e. the US dollar, and why it matters when it comes to crypto. So I want to kind of follow up on that and read through this article. This article is a few days old, but like I said, I wanted you to sort of touch on and follow up from last night's live stream. By the way, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. If you are new, if you watch us and we only come up on your recommended on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of these live streams. We do some emergency live streams and I want to make sure that you don't miss out on the content. So yeah, please, at the moment, before we go anywhere, make sure you hit the subscribe button, scroll down on your phone, on your laptop, whatever it is, hit subscribe, and then we can continue on. Have you done that? Yeah? Perfect. So, the US dollar index hits a 4-month low as Bitcoin trader predicts a 10% drop to come. Now, the Bitcoin and dollar strength have in the past exhibited inverse correlation. While this has decreased recently, changes to the US macro policy are now broadly seen to boost Bitcoin but pressure the greenback going forward. Now, as Cointelegraph reported, the week's macro data prints, combined with encouraging signals from the Federal Reserve, have analysts pointing way to further crypto market upside in 2024. Now, this is thanks to the decline in inflation potentially allowing for the Fed to pivot on interest rate hikes, increasing liquidity to the benefit of risk assets. Now, an asset not yet set to enjoy the aftermath of the switch is the dollar, which has declined this week as macro figures show the impact of monetary tightening on inflation. Now, the US dollar index, so the DXY, speak about it all the time, is down more than 2% since the start of the week, which was last week, currently below $102, and maybe I should check on that to see where it's at now. It's the lowest since mid-August. Now, commenting, this guy called Crypto Ed joined those who are optimistic about Bitcoin while predicting further downside with the pressure of the DXY. DXY to $92 apparently. In fact, I don't even have TradingView open. Please excuse me, but this was last week and it was $102. I do believe we have come down again since then, but then again we might have seen a little bit of an uptick this morning. If anyone is watching this, please correct me because I don't have my TradingView open and I don't have it logged in on this web browser, so it would take me a few minutes to get sorted. But anyway, the whole point of this article, the whole point I'm bringing this to your attention is, like I said, a follow-up from last night, just to show you the importance that the DXY, when it comes down, when it crashes, normally based on history, again, that's what we base a lot of our kind of information on. The DXY goes down, crypto goes up, vice versa. Crypto goes down, DXY is usually pumping. So that is just the norm. And that is kind of what we will go with because that's history. And, you know, we go a lot off of facts and history when it comes to the crypto space. So let's see how this goes over the next few weeks. We do have Christmas coming up in less than a week, I believe. Is it? Or is that a week away? That usually causes a little bit of a pump in crypto just because it's Christmas time and everyone's families talking about crypto. And it's, I mean, last Christmas it wasn't as much of a fun conversation to have because it was like, what, $17,000 for a Bitcoin? But now we're up at 40,000. It's more of an easy conversation, and I'm sure your gran, your grandparents, your mum, your dad, your whoever it is, any family members that you do or you're lucky enough to see at Christmas, they will, I'm sure, bring up crypto at some point. It's very much easier, like I said, to talk about it this year And yeah, just make sure that you're referring any of your family members that you do fortunately get to see this Christmas. Please make sure if they bring it up, just say, look, I don't know. Go speak to Certified Crypto. Go speak to the boys at Crypto Glasgow. They will help you out. In fact, look here. Go pull up your phone. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Watch this every single day and learn from these guys. Do me that favour. That's all I want for Christmas, is for you watching this video to tell someone at the Christmas dinner table about this YouTube channel, Crypto Glasgow's Discord or Certified Crypto's Discord, whatever it is. Do me the biggest favour. In fact, do yourself the biggest favour. Spread the word of crypto this Christmas when you're with your family, your loved ones, whoever it is, or if you're working, whatever it is. Spread some Christmas joy and let them know that I want to speak to them. Put it that way. Just say, look, there's a guy online, talks about crypto, he really wants to speak to you. I was chatting to him recently during the week there about you, and he really wants to speak to you. You need to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Do me that favour, and I provide you these videos every day. I'm already doing you the favour. That's my Christmas present to you all, each and every single day that I come down to the office, put these videos out. That is my Christmas presents. I just deliver them multiple times throughout the days of the year, rather than just one special day. How's that sound? Merry Christmas, everyone. Now, a few things I wanted to also cover from Swissborg in case you haven't seen them already. So this is obviously a very exciting one. Let me make it a bit larger on your screen for you and get into this. But for anyone who is a user of the application Swissborg, it's actually not letting me make it any larger, which is fine. I think because it's a GIF rather than an image. But you'll see it on your screen anyway. Let me see if I can get some zoomage on here. Is it going to work? Wait, it's too much zoomage. Anyway, there you go. So if you are watching this video and you can see that the alpha is on your screen. So yes, positive news from Swissborg. We have seen here, it says, are you game for some more alpha? I like what they've did there because I know what's coming. You don't, but I know what's coming. Are you game for some more alpha? Interesting choice of words. We're teaming up with a trailblazing project. Keep your eyes peeled for more details next week. So, very interesting. Now, what that means is there's a potential seed round or a potential alpha early deal coming to the Swissborg application, which, of course, we all love because seed rounds are the very, very lowest point in an investment journey of a project that you can get invested in. We've done videos on this in the past, and members of CC Pro Discord community will know exactly what I mean by this. But yeah, there's one coming to Swissborg very soon. I believe it will be this week actually, because this was posted last week. So yes, exciting news to come. I will update you through the week, so please make sure you stay tuned to the channel. And another thing I wanted to show you from Swissborg is the Advent calendar. I don't know if any of you have taken part of this, but Swissborg's Advent calendar is here. And each day until Christmas, it brings a new surprise. So go check it out. But today's special gift, this was posted this morning, so a few hours ago. It says an exclusive airdrop of Bitcoin. And that's for one person among those who join or top up the Swissborg Golden Thematic. So I've already mentioned the Golden Thematic on today's video. But now Swissborg are doing a kind of giveaway or advent calendar with the Web3. No, I keep calling it the Web3 thematic. It's the Golden Thematic. So yeah, go check it out because there's a potential chance to get some airdropped Bitcoin. An airdrop, if anyone doesn't know what that means, essentially it's some free crypto into your wallet for not doing anything. Whether it's taking part in something, but not like actually physically doing anything other than just taking part. Even though, does that count as taking part and doing something? Anyway, whatever. So go check them out. If you are interested in getting a Swissborg account or any other type of crypto exchange, or you just need a bit of advice, anything that you need is linked today in the video description. But please remember, there is never any financial advice that I can give to you online. Please make sure that you're aware that you can lose all of your capital because investing is a risky game. Same goes with trading. Anything crypto related is very, very risky. Please never take any advice from me when it comes to investing. Do your own research. If you do want some help, there is stuff in today's description in terms of links that you can click that will give you more information on that and make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. On that note, that is all I have time for in today's episode. I think I have just about covered 25 minutes worth of daily for now, crypto content. And please make sure you are kind of staying tuned to the channel, because like I said, we have loads of things coming over the next few weeks, a few Christmas surprises as well, but they are for Discord members. So yeah, make sure that you scroll down, you click into the certified cryptos at wop.com account. You'll see, I'm actually going to put it back on your screen just to remind you. It will look like this. You get different options and what you can choose and how to join. Go have a read through different options. There's a few images here as well to show you what you get as part of your subscription. But yeah, don't take it from me. There is hundreds of reviews online. There's thousands of members already taking part and winning every single day, whether it's investing, whether it's trading, whether it's general crypto advice, keeping you clear of scams, making sure you know what's happening, staying away from the fear, providing you the information that you need to hear on a daily basis. So yeah, like I said, don't take it from me. Go read the reviews, and yeah, I will look forward to speaking to you inside the Discord community. But anyway, enough for me. I'll see you all very, very soon for another episode of Coffee and Crypto. Please make sure you are subscribed, turn on the post notifications, and I will see you in the next